Hi folks, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another trip. So, for the first time in about 6 months I'm at the Pentland Hills. I'm heading up for the highest hill in the Pentlands, which is Skol Law, in the hope for a summit camp. Taking in the lower level walk, Logan Lee Reservoir and Glencorse Reservoir, where I'll collect some water on the way up. So yeah, that's the walk I'm doing, probably about halfway to the hill, and then we'll start climbing. So hopefully you enjoy this one. Alright folks, so that's me basically done the lower level walk now. I'm at the bottom of the hills that I intend to climb. My timing's been quite off. I'm here really early, so that's Skol Law there, that's where I'm aiming to camp. If I was to continue walking, I'd be up there in about 25 minutes, probably at the latest. That's probably how long it would take roughly. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm here quite early, is I'm going to go up those hills right there. I've camped up there with the Shangj one that's on my YouTube channel. I'm going to have a wee wander about this area here. I've never kind of walked that area, so I've heard the view up there is really good, one of the best in the Pentlands. So I'm going to have a go walking up that hill, and yeah, we'll see how good this view is. I'm also going to collect water here, because I don't think there's any more water on these hills. It's mainly this kind of stream here is where you can get the water. Look how clear the water is. Absolutely brilliant. It's the clearest I've ever had out this river or stream. Absolutely brilliant. So this is current scenes. I see what people mean about the view. Knefe Hill, right there. I've only been up that once, I've never camped it. It's quite a rocky summit, so I don't know if I'd ever camp up there. That's the hill I'm going to be camping up. There's East Kip, West Kip's the other side. And yeah, this is all kind of new to me, this wee path. Down there takes you back down to Beleno at Harlaw Reservoir. And just to give you an idea again, I've basically came right along the reservoirs all the way down this path, and then I've just walked up this path here, and now I'm here. Anyway folks, as much as I'm enjoying this view, I have to kind of get on with it now, because I'm adding these 2 extra hills at the beginning before I get up Skol Law. I'm giving myself 2 hours to do these hills, so I should be up Skol Law for about 6:30, 7:15. I think it's about 3:45 now. So what I'll do is I'll keep on walking, and I'll see you when I get to the top of West Kip. So I've came from way down there. My destination is Skol Law. There's East Kip there, I've camped up there. Skol Law's just at the right of it. And just to give you an idea, just go that wee steep bit there, and then I'll be up West Kip. So never been up this hill, so I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'll definitely see you when I get up there now. Alright, so that's me done West Kip. First time I've climbed it, so there you go. I've ticked a wee hill off the list, I suppose. Might not be a Monroe, but it'll do the job. It's not too bad once you get up to this kind of middle bit here between East Kip and West Kip. It's not too bad. A wee bit steep, but it's not too bad. It's like going up steps basically. But the views are pretty decent. The hill was absolutely mobbed when I got to the top, so I didn't film much. So I'm on my way up to East Kip, which is just in front of me. Then after that I'll reach the destination for this evening, Skald Law, which is the highest in the Pentlands and where I plan on camping. So yeah, really looking forward to tonight. I wasn't really excited about this, to be honest, but now that I'm actually up on the hills now, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'll do a wee video at the top of East Kip, and then I'll see you at Skald Law. Alright, so I've got plenty of time, more time than I actually thought I did when I started climbing the Kips. So I have decided just to come up and do South Black Hill as well. The thing about this hill is it's pretty much level with Skald Law. Don't know if you see behind me, kind of this flat path, and it just goes right up to the summit. I reckon we're about a 10-15 minute walk from where I'm standing, and then I'll be at the summit of Skald Law. So yeah, another hill ticked off the list. That's basically all this side done. I've done Knefe Hill and Turnhouse Hill, which is just there, just down there. So yeah, right, I'll see you in a bit. Well folks, that's me, reached the highest point in the Pentlands again. The last time I was up here was with Robin, walk with Wallace. That was a while ago now, since that camp anyway. So the wind is a westerly wind, probably more northwesterly. So my plan is to try and get some shelter. I'm not sure where I'm going to pitch the tent, so just bear with me. I'm going to have a wander about, look for a flat spot, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So here's tonight's pitch. As you can see, some beautiful views behind the tent, and I'm not too far from the summit tonight as well. So the views from the highest hill in the Pentlands is pretty decent. Like, one thing I like about the Pentlands is you can see the sea, and then of course Edinburgh in front of it. Especially at Allermuir Hill overlooking Edinburgh, it's really nice. The countryside's always really nice here as well. So I've got about 2 hours left of daylight until it gets dark, and my plan for tonight is just chill out in the tent. It's my first solo camp since October last year, so what, 6 months now, and yeah, I've just been really needing a camp on my own, to be honest. I wasn't planning on coming here this weekend, but just given the circumstances of how this week's went, I've just not had the time to drive up north. This is a half an hour drive compared to about 2 hours for most of the Munros. So yeah, I mean, it's not really where I wanted to be. Wasn't sure if I would come to the Pentlands this summer, but I'm on the highest hill in the Pentlands. I've got a couple of hills that I've not been up done today, so I'm taking a few positives out of the trip anyway. So I'm going to jump in the tent. I've got a wayfarer meal to cook. I will want to get that cooked before it's dark, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and then that'll probably leave me with an hour's daylight, so we'll see what else I do tonight. Right, here we go, time for a bite to eat. I'm really glad I pitched facing the opposite way to the wind. It just makes it a wee bit more pleasant for me tonight. Well, the water's boiled now, so time to get the wayfarer meal in. Have to say the view up here is brilliant. Sitting inside the tent by myself, cooking a wayfarer meal, you just can't beat it. Well, in my opinion anyway, I'll struggle to beat that. So unfortunately my windshield, the super glue isn't holding it down anymore. I don't know if anyone owns a Rode wireless Go microphone, but the windshields on them are just absolutely hopeless. They fall off, fall off, fall off, fall off. You pick them up, you put it back on, and it's like, ugh. So unfortunately, I'll show you it out. Oh, I think I've lost it. It's in my pocket, waiting out. Unfortunately, I am not protected from the wind now, because I am not fiddling about with that anymore. So if the audio is poor from kind of the camp onwards, because I've been struggling with it the last hour, then I do apologise. I'm just going to tuck the mic down the back of my jacket and try that for this evening. Anyone that gets a Rode wireless Go microphone, I'll warn you, the windshield is hopeless on it. You need to super glue it or tape it down. I usually go with the super glue option, but it's down to personal preference. So yeah, I'm just moaning and having a rant about my microphone, because yeah, why not? I'm in the tent. I'd say that's just about ready now. Still plenty of daylight to eat this Wayfarer meal. Alright, so that's the Wayfarer meal ready. Got a wee bit of Tango as well for my drink. So it's been about 6 hours since I left the car, and we're about half an hour away from it getting dark now. It just shows you how much you can do in 6 hours. So in total I've climbed 4 different hills in the Pentlands. I did that lower level walk that takes in the 2 reservoirs, and I've managed to stick my tent up, and I've sat up here for a couple of hours enjoying the views. So yeah, apart from the wind, it's been a pretty decent trip. So I'm not going to lie, I've been missing these views from inside the tent. It's actually quite a pleasant evening. As I've mentioned, the wind's kind of ruined it. It's just one of those nights where it's quite cloudy and a wee bit of wind. It's a bit like the night I had up Allermuir Hill, to be honest. Anyway folks, I've enjoyed this evening. I've really enjoyed this. After the week I've had, yeah, losing my dog to cancer again. How many more dogs am I going to lose to cancer? But yeah, I'm just going to chill out, enjoy the rest of the evening, and just reflect on this week. That's what this trip's all about. I was planning a camp with Mike and Sean, but sometimes plans just don't work out. But sometimes they work out for the better. I've needed just time on my own, and this is kind of probably the first time of the year that I've been on my own, and yeah, I'm really appreciating it right now. So anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this evening, hopefully you've enjoyed the walk up here as well. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest, and yeah, some tent time for me, and yeah, I'll see you all in the morning. Right, good morning folks. Let's have a little look outside. It's actually quite a decent morning. I'm quite surprised at that. It was meant to be raining apparently. I suppose I better get out the tent and get some photos, because the sunrise is just about to come up. So my plan for this morning is to just pack away, to be honest with you. I'm going to watch the sunrise, sit in the tent for maybe 10-15 minutes. But I reckon in the next hour I'll be heading off the hill, to be honest. This place is just really busy in the summer now, and I just can't be bored with it, to be honest. So I want to try and get away before people start arriving. So here's the summit of Skald Law. It's not a bad view, like. I hate to say it, I can't get up early enough in the morning for sunrise, unless I'm camping. So it's the only way I can get a sunrise, to be honest, because I'm quite lazy in the mornings usually. So I decided to take a wee gamble on my sleeping bag. Instead of going with the Robens Starlight, I went with the Snugpak Travelpak 2, which is my main kind of summer sleeping bag at the moment. And I have to say, it only just got me through the night. It was it wasn't toasty warm, but it wasn't freezing cold. It was kind of in the middle. I think I got up about 1 in the morning fairly cold, and that's because my zip on my sleeping bag, without me realising, unzipped. But yeah, I managed to zip it back up, and I was relatively warm after that. But it's making me think twice about using this if it goes below freezing, if I'm honest. The comfort rating on it is 2 degrees, but yeah, I'd probably only use this if it's above 4 degrees, try and give myself an extra couple of degrees. But yeah, I just didn't want to carry the weight of the ascent again, to be honest with you. Also quite a bulky pack size as well. So yeah, I went with this for this trip. Right folks, because it's a really nice morning, I'm expecting the house to get quite busy. So I'm going to start packing away inside the tent now. And I shall see you when I've done that and I start taking this tent down. Alright folks, so that's the tent packed away, leave no trace as always. So anyway folks, I'm going to wrap the video up here. That's the camp over and done with. Nice short morning as I planned. I'm actually going to check the time, but I reckon it'll be about 6:30, which is actually earlier than what I planned. I was planning on leaving at about 7 or something like that. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd appreciate a wee like. If you're new to the channel, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Any future videos, feel free to subscribe. So yeah, I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you all on my next trip. Take care folks.